Do you love images of the beautiful Gibson Girl from the turn of the 20th century? In this video, I'm going to give you tips on how to dress with Edwardian flair, but in a more modern way. Edwardian fashion is making a real comeback, and as an example, Harper's Bazaar in the March 2020 issue stated the following: "The new Edwardian, a beautiful old meets new trend in which fashion's latest gilded age comes replete with high collars, puffed sleeves, a delicate lawn dress, and an attitude that's very much of the moment." I'm actually wearing a piece that's from the 1980s, which was very much in style at that time, and it's just to demonstrate that you can find vintage pieces that aren't as old as Edwardian fashion, but you can find them from other decades who were sort of doing another version of Edwardian fashion. My hat is actually a modern hat, but it's sort of similar to some of the hats they would have worn at that time period, with the exception of the very large hats that they wore around 1909, 1910 especially. But this is an example of what a hat from the period might have looked like. It's great for covering my extremely gray roots. We are in quarantine and I have not been able to go to the stylist, so this is a great way to cover that little sin. For the best advice on vintage style and historic fashion, please subscribe to my channel and be sure to hit the notification bell so you'll know when new videos come out. I'm Ren, and my company is Spirits of Fashion. I've been teaching history of fashion classes for over 15 years, and I've been collecting vintage fashion and accessories for over 30 years. I have a real passion for it, and I love sharing my passion with others. Okay, let's get right into some simple tips for helping you to turn into a modern Edwardian lady. Step 1, start looking at images from this period. The Edwardian period was technically 1901 to 1910 when King Edward reigned. And you'll see that there's a lot of high necks in blouses, such as what I'm wearing today, but sometimes the collar was even higher. There was also much corsetry, but nowadays, instead of corsets, if we wear anything at all under our clothing, it's usually something like Spanx. So we don't wear the S-shaped corset that was in style at the time. Very uncomfortable, but it gave the ladies the shape that they wanted. Modern ladies want to be more comfortable than that. Images like this can be found on the internet, in books on historic fashion, and also in magazines of the time. Maybe you have some old photographs in your family from that time period, and that'll really show you what women were wearing during that particular period. Step 2, decide which styles you like best. Do you like the lacy blouses, the flowing skirts, the Gibson Girl pompadour hairdo? What is it that really resonates with you? Those are the things to start with. I'd love to know which looks are your favorites from this period, so let me know in the comments below. Step 3, check your closet for items you may be able to use that might have an Edwardian flair. If you can't find anything in your closet, you can always go to thrift stores, even online, and find some wonderful bargains of things like frilly blouses, or maybe a hat like what I have here, maybe a long skirt. I bought a pleated skirt thrifting once that would really fit in this period, and I think I paid $6 for it, so you'd be surprised what you can find. And then mix it with the clothes from your closet in your own wardrobe and make it your own, so you'll still have that Edwardian feeling but with a really modern look. Step 4, sometimes it's hard to get into a new style like this if you've never tried it before, and the safest way and less frightening way actually is with accessories. You might find a pair of earrings that look like a period earring from that time, or you might find a bag that may look a little bit like a turn-of-the-century piece. You really have to go out there and look, but that's why I say to look at images first, because when you look at old pictures, you'll get a whole host of ideas on what kinds of things you can add to your wardrobe without really going out there too far and taking too much of a risk if you're not ready for that. Step 5, once you've decided on which piece or pieces you'd like to try, you can add it to any of your modern clothing. For an example would be a frilly blouse like I have on here with just a pair of jeans from your own closet, or a plain t-shirt with a frilly skirt that you found thrifting or online, or maybe already had hanging in your closet. The main point is to have fun with it and really enjoy finding a style that is uniquely your own. If you'd like more style tips and additional information on Spirits of Fashion, you can click on the link to my website below in the description and sign up for my monthly newsletter. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me thank you in advance if you do. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.